Hey guys, welcome back. It's the Armchair Pundit here, and we are going to be discussing the round 4 of the 2017 Six Nations. We're going to have a quick look at the league table, and then we're going to have a look and try and predict the results of this week's games. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the league table, how it currently stands. To start from the bottom and work our way up. So obviously in 6th place, you've got Italy, France in 5th, Wales in 4th, Scotland in 3rd, Ireland in 2nd, and England are top of the pile at 1st. At the moment, let's just talk about the situation around each team at the moment. Obviously, Italy, everyone sort of knows where Italy stands. It's not looking good. They're not really scoring points, and they're leaking points all over the place. So it's not looking good for them at the moment. They showed improvement against England. They certainly changed their game plan. They're going to have to keep it at that sort of level against France, because France are going to bring as much intensity as England did. Next, obviously, you've got France at 5th, so it's a bit of a basement battle down there, 5th and 6th this weekend. You kind of back France to win it, and they're probably going to win it by a bonus point. So that's going to give them 5 points, which is going to put them to 10 points, which is level with Ireland. Should Ireland not get a result against Wales, that'll make things interesting. The table would like to change. Obviously, you've got Wales in at 4th. They play Ireland on the weekend. Wales have got 5 points, 1 bonus point. Again, it's going to make it very interesting in this sort of 4th round game, because it's going to really mix and match that table up. Then you've got Scotland, Ireland, and England. Ireland are on 9 points with just the 1 bonus point. Ireland second with 10 points, got the 2 bonus points, and England the top with the 1 bonus point. The thing that stick out with me when I look at that table is France. A little bit worrying. They're not really scoring many points. 47 points in 3 games is not great. Wales, they're sort of a bit in the middle, really. They've scored middle amount of points. Their defence is average, I guess. Scotland is scoring a good amount of points, 72 points in 3 games. That's good. There's only 4 behind England, and they've only conceded 10 more points. So you look at that, and they're about on par. Not too much separating those two teams. Ireland obviously scored a lot of points, 104 points. A lot of those came against Italy. I think 63 against Italy. But still, 104 is good going, and they've only conceded 46, which is actually 1 less than England. Obviously, England 3 from 3, but they've got a very narrow for and against when it comes to their points. So it'll be very interesting come the weekend, and we can expect a lot of change on in that league table. So we are going to move on to the fixtures for this week, and let's start off with the Wales-Ireland game. This has been played in Cardiff on a Friday night. It seems like a bit of an annual event, the Friday night game at Cardiff. Big atmosphere, roofs often closed, it's going to be loud, it's going to be intimidating. It's going to be difficult to predict this one, I think. I think just because of how they're going, how the teams are playing, I think Ireland are going to win. Wales are just so hot and cold. It could be the case of Wales winning simply because it's in Cardiff. Will the atmosphere get to Ireland? I don't know. I don't think so. Ireland's playing confidence at the moment. They beat a good French team. I think they're gonna have too much for Wales this weekend, and the game could easily get away from Wales. But Wales again is at Cardiff, so they're going to be playing with passion. Yeah, I don't know. I think Ireland will win this by 15. It sounds like a lot, and it is. It's probably maybe a bit too much. It's probably going to be a bit closer, maybe around about 10. But I think Ireland will win it, and I think it might end up being fairly comfortable in the end, I feel. Moving on to the Italy-France game being played in Italy. I don't know where Italy go from here. They've obviously caused a bit of controversy in the England game. I don't think that's necessarily deserved. I think what they did was absolutely fine. I haven't got a problem with it. Each team to their own. Some teams are going to play wide, expansive, exciting rugby. Some teams are going to play differently. Some teams, I guess, won't commit people to the breakdown. You've got to change your game plan. If they do that against France, again, I see France just running right, just taking up the guts. That's all they're going to do. Is going to pick and go, pick and go, pick and go. There's not a lot you can do to defend that if you haven't really got players around the ruck. France have got a big forward pack as well, so it's going to be very hard to stop. If this France pack get a roll on in the loose, they're going to be very hard to stop. So I'm not sure if Italy are going to play the same way against France. I think they have to change it up and try and compete some other way. France, as I said before, haven't scored a lot of points. So I'm not sure. I don't really know what's going on. But, they are building. They've had close games. They only lost by 10 in Dublin. They only lost by, I think, 3 in Twickenham. They've beaten Scotland, and Scotland are actually playing quite well at the moment. So France will win this 20, 25 points, I think. I predicted blowouts against Italy, and I think it's a bit unfair, particularly in the England game. So, being in Italy, I think France will win by about 20. On to the England-Scotland game. This is my fear. I have underestimated Scotland for most of this championship, and I don't want to make the same mistake again. I've already said sorry. I've apologised. I don't know where to go from here. My heart is telling me England are going to win. My head is telling me it's going to be close, certainly. England have not played well. They have not played well, and they failed to adapt against Italy, which, cost them, or almost cost them. Certainly cost them the first half. Scotland are not going to do that. And, Scotland's backline is firing, certainly. England are going to have to really slow that ball down up front if they're going to stop Scotland. They've got to get to Stuart Hogg. They've got to get to him early as well. He likes to pop up in the outside centre channel. They've got to shut him down. It could well be a battle of the kickers on this one. Farrell up against Finn Russell. He'll probably back Farrell to win that. I think England will win. I think it will be very, very tight. And I think it'll be about 3 to 5 points, that kind of game. I think it was up in Murrayfield with that kind of atmosphere, particularly if it got tight. If in Murrayfield, I'd back Scotland to win. I think it's that kind of championship. I think in certain games, the home team have that advantage, that real advantage. When some of the championships a few years ago, it wouldn't really matter if they're home and away. This championship, because the teams are so close, I think that home and away advantage is a real advantage, and it really plays into the home team hands. I think this week it's going to really count. I think England are going to win by 3 to 5 points. It is not going to be a blowout. It's going to be extremely close. Both teams in it to the full 80. That's my predictions for round 4. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's see how your team's going to go. Give it a like if you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.